All right, we're going to go ahead and get going here real quick today. How's it going, Goldie? How's it going, Ash? Welcome to the stream, guys. Hope you guys have been having a good Friday. Hope you guys are excited for the weekend. Hope you guys are excited for Halloween. It's good to see you guys. I know I'm excited. I had a pretty decent Friday. This weekend's going to be quite interesting and exciting for me. Tomorrow I've got a lot of stuff going on, and then on Sunday, Halloween, we're gonna have the special Halloween stream. So 1 second here while I figure out where we're gonna be hunting Drifloon today. the always changing hunt setting. It mixes things up. It's kind of nice. It's just some days like yesterday we get really good stuff, and then days like Tuesday we get not so great stuff. But let's see. So North Lake Mylock. This works. This does work here. As far as like this would work. We can do North Lake Mylock. It's a 5% chance, so I would like to not do it there. South Lake. Sandstorm is also at 5%. So all right, the lakes we can do surf for 5% if nothing else. Trying to see where else we can find it here. Is Watchtower. So Watchtower is Intense Sun, which is a 60% overworld. So we're going to be going to Watchtower Ruins today. Justin and Gamers, welcome to the stream, guys. You're just in time for me to actually figure out that we aren't screwed for the hunt today. We actually do have a pretty decent way to hunt here. But yeah, hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys had a good Friday. I'm excited to see y'all. I'm excited to do this hunt. I'm hoping we find ourselves a yellow balloon today. That'd be quite nice. But yeah, I hope you guys have been having a good Friday. Anyone got anything exciting planned for the weekend? All right, let's fly on over here as fast as we can. And we're getting ever so much closer to BDSP being here, guys. I think what, 21 days now? 21 days to BDSP. Is that what the 21 in chat was for, Goldie? Doing a corn maze on Sunday. Oh, that'll be fun. I haven't done a corn maze in forever. I drive past one on occasion. There's one between me and one of the racetracks I go to that I've driven past the past few weekends. It's like I haven't been to one since I was a little kid. That'd be kind of fun to go to. Never done one. They're a lot of fun. You'll have a good time. Yeah, I always see a bunch of people out there. When I'm on my way up there, there's a lot of people all going along the same road, and then suddenly we pass that corn maze, and it's just me. Soft reset hunts are boring, but they go by faster than you think. Absolutely. Yeah, especially you're doing them in USUM, right? Yeah, so you got like a 30-second encounter. That's like, it goes super fast, right? Once you get into the rhythm of it, it's just super fast. I'm going to go ahead and pick these up just so they're out of the way. And yeah, then we can start doing Drifloon here. We're gonna run into several Shuckle, I know it. And I really hope we find this in the next few encounters, guys. I don't want to pass odds twice in a row for these KO mons. It'll be a little bit unfortunate, you know. So many Drifloon though. This is good. I'm glad we got another 60% encounter area because it means we can do so many encounters today. Like honestly, if we needed to go to 2,000 again, which I hope we do not, we could do that today. We could do 900 encounters today and not a terribly unreasonable amount of time, right? Like it would be a 4 or 5 hour stream, way longer than usual, and I got to go to bed early tonight. But still, it could be done. It could be done. If we needed to do it, because I really do want to find Drifloon today, because like I've said before, if you guys weren't here, we're doing Pumpkaboo on Sunday as the Halloween stream, so definitely again be here for that. But yeah, I want to finish Drifloon before that. I don't want to give up on Drifloon. I'm gonna be right back. All right, see you in a bit, gamers. Gonna grab your DS. See a husky, hope it's a big husky. Or you're going to go back inside. If it's a small husky, is it not worth it? Or should you hunt for Spiritomb? Or would you be hunting for Spiritomb? I don't know. I think either way, it's a good option. I've got to get back to some of my soft reset hunts. We haven't really touched Terrakion in a while. I think it's a wolf. Ah, yeah, that'd be a bit of an issue if it was a large wolf. Masuda on Switch. I'm a fan of the soft resets in that situation, actually. I don't know. Masuda isn't quite my jam in a lot of cases. SR for Guzzlord. I say soft reset for Guzzlord, personally. I don't know. Masuda, especially Switch Masuda, just hasn't been super good to me. So I don't know. I'm biased against it for that reason. Man, it's actually starting to get to be winter weather now, guys. False alarm is just a husky. That's good. That's good. Huskies are nice. Why is the Drifloon was just staying on top of the Vulpix? was not being helpful there. But yeah, no, I'm happy. I'm happy. It's been fall weather the past few days. It's been super nice. I was standing outside talking with people for a while. My hands are actually like kind of cold, you know, like that feeling when your hands get cold and when you come in, like everything just feels warm for a little bit. I know it's not like, that's basically like, that's a sign you should have been wearing gloves, but it's one of those things, right, where I expect to walk the car and then talk with people, and like, it's just cold, you know? It's nice. Gonna be right, alright, see ya. Only shinies you have on Sword Shield are from Events, Dens, Dynamax Adventures, which is only one Dynamax Adventure shiny. Yeah, I mean, Dynamax Adventures was a lot of fun. I think we'll do them again at some point, but the hype for them was really right around when they came out, right? So like this time last year was a big time for them, obviously, but after that, it just kind of was like, eh. Like this time last year, it was like, oh, it'd be so cool to get like a bunch of other streamers together and do stuff, and then like everyone did Dynamax, and some people are still doing it, but it just, I don't think the hype's quite there, and I know when BDSP comes out and people start playing that instead, it's gonna be a lot harder to get full raid parties, you know? Friend in Minecraft keeps stealing your windows. How dare? Should booby trap it somehow. I don't know how. I don't know how you would booby trap windows, but you should do it. Just build your whole house out of observers. Beerback, gonna take his door in his bed. Escalate the situation. That always works well. No, it's nice. I'm able to wear jeans. I'm able to wear a hoodie. It's all good. Everything's good. Hey, what's going on, Rose Girl? Got another EV today. Already did 10 eggs for Pidgey number 1, which you must say was a nice fast hatch after the other EV. That's great. Best of luck on reclaiming everything. He won't respawn. Oh yeah, he'll respawn somewhere else. Sorry if you hear the cat. She's very upset that the door is shut. I found that I don't know if Adele actually wants to be in here for the sake of like being in here, or if she just wants to be able to come in here. You know, like it's just kind of a cat thing, right? Where it's like they're like, this is my house, why can't I get somewhere? And so they just don't like close doors, especially if something's going on behind it. But even otherwise, if they know there's like a room, they're like, I want to be able to go in there. What the heck? Because she was doing that the other day. I was doing a little bit of cleaning yesterday, and I opened the closet I have in the hallway, and just threw some things in there and closed it back up. And she just like stared at me and then stared at the door and just sat there and screamed at it and looked at me and would scream until I opened it and let her go sniff around in there. Hear a meow. Yeah, she's very loud when she wants to be heard. Excuse me. Yeah, no, she's very, very loud when she wants to be heard. Hoping if you do 10 eggs every time, everyone will appear quickly. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, so... yeah, she's very loud. She wants to come in the room during streams. Unfortunately, she gets all over everything. She'll be climbing all over the desk and bumping into the microphone and just being a little bit of a nuisance, you know, as they can be. Adorable, but a nuisance. So I usually don't let her in, especially this early in stream, just because I want to at least get a little bit of stream done before I start getting distracted by her. So yeah, she's out for a little bit. Hey, Vanillix, it's Friday. Heck yes. Heck yes, it's Friday. How you doing, man? Let me in or I'll annoy you. Oh, she'll annoy me when she's in here. Once she's in, the request will be pet me, look at me, you know, give me attention, you know? I'll be like, she'll start trying to push the mic away because I'm talking into it. She's like, no, talk to me. Talk to me. So yeah. That's the kind of thing that she does. It's adorable. It's a little bit much when streaming, you know? But she'll get her wish on Sunday. Even at some kind of cost to her that she isn't aware of. But yeah, she'll be able to come in. She'll be on stream on Sunday. Definitely be here for that. She'll be in a Pikachu costume. So if you want to see a cat dressed up as Pikachu, definitely be here for stream. Cat in a box. She's only sat in a few boxes. She's very much been I like to sit on top of things cat. She likes to find the highest point in the room and sit on it. Like the highest cushion she can find, she will sit on. It has to be soft, so like she won't hop up on like the top of my computer or like hop up on cabinets or anything like that. But you know, if you have like a certain pillow on a chair and it just makes that pillow higher than any other pillows, she'll sit on that. You know, that's her thing. Like she was in her cat bed for a while, and then I like put it on top of a chair, and she loved that. But then she found out that another pillow I had was taller than her bed, and she has not touched the bed since. So, you know, she's fickle, and she doesn't like. I got her like a little like, you know, hidey hole kind of like, you know, bed inside like a boxing. Does not trust it. Does not like the idea of being enclosed. Very interesting. Very strange. After Sunday, you're taking a break from extra little and Meowth until you get everyone back, while hoping it'll be by Friday afternoon or Thursday night. Got you. Best of luck with all that. Halloween weekend got ruined by the camping trip getting canceled, but I'll figure something out. Oh, dang, I'm sorry, man. Yeah, I've got a lot of stuff going on. Had stuff today before stream when usually I don't. I have stream. I'll be doing some stuff tomorrow, all day tomorrow pretty much, like wake up early, get home late kind of thing. And then Sunday, we'll be doing this stream, as well as I'm going to be doing some other Halloween stuff before the stream. Can't be like this emoji. Very, very big eyes, very big mouth. Yes, very big mouth. Very loud. Yeah, no, once the open container of soda is gone, I'll let her in. But until then, she likes to sit on my lap, which is fine. And she likes to face me, which is fine. But she also likes to have her tail above the desk and not below the desk, which is not fine, because she has a very strong tail. That is one of her main ways of forms of communication, is moving her tail around and bumping her tail into things. She uses her tail to get my attention. She'll just like stick it straight up and walk under my legs if they're out at all, and just make sure her tail gets as much resistance to going over to just like kind of push into my legs like, hey, come feed me. You know, that's what it is. It's always just come feed me. Because as soon as I look at her, she like looks and then trots towards the kitchen where her food bowl is. I'm like, no. That's not how this works. But that's what she does, and she wags it a lot. And I guarantee you, if I have like an open like glass bottle of soda on my desk, she's gonna knock it over. It's just inevitable. Can't let any cat on you because her claws are too much. Ah, I got you. I got you. Yeah, no, she's been good with her claws. She's gotten me a couple times, but it has almost always been she just has her claws out because they do that. They stretch. When they stretch, their claws go out. And I've moved my hand across her claws. Like, I have a little mark on my palm. That was like last night. I was in bed. She was lying on the bed. She happened to have her like her paw like curled like this. It's kind of like she was like licking it or cleaning her claws or something. And I just like moved my hand across the bed and caught her claws. It's like, ah. So that's usually how she gets me, if anything. How old is Kitty? She's 3 years old. I adopted her back in April. I've had her about 6 months now, a little over 6 months. But yeah, she's according to the Humane Society, she's 3, or was 3 when I adopted her, and like I guess 3.5 now, but 3. According to the vet, anywhere between 3 and like 8. Because it's one of those things like you never know, depending on like what the records were like before then, you know. Yeah, so she's not like kitten or anything. Like she's an adult cat, but she's still pretty young and pretty energetic when she wants to be. A lot of times she just like goes off and takes naps because she's a cat, but or she gets very loud. You guys can hear. Hey, what's going on, Ree? Welcome to the stream, man. Hope you're doing well today. Yeah, now she's just pacing up and down the hallway screaming. It's like she's gonna wear her voice out. A wildcat that just accepted you, and it's a her. Oh, nice. I've got a few cats now. Now that I live in a house, I've got a few cats that I've seen just like on my back porch, like on my back deck. I don't know if they have owners, because I mean, how would I know? They don't have a collar, but you know, a collar is more a sign of an owner than a lack of a collar is a sign of not an owner, you know? So I have no clue, but they've just like been on my back deck and I like looked out and like they've looked at me and they've like shot off. I was like, okay, all right. Can I be like, meow, meow, meow? Yeah, no, she's very loud. I used to try to sleep like in my apartment. I would sleep with her out in like the living room and me in my bedroom with the door shut, and that did not last long because I was very, very afraid that my neighbors were gonna get on to me for having a cat be as loud as she is. So she got her way then, and I think that has forever been the mistake. But I know she doesn't like me streaming and her not being allowed in here. She'll usually what she'll do is she will eat dinner, and she'll know that I'm getting ready for stream. So while the door into the stream room is still open, even if I'm walking around into like other parts of the house and like doing other things to get ready for stream, you know, like if I'm making my own food or I'm like finishing up cleaning some stuff or just like, you know, getting the mail or doing anything like that, she'll sit just dead center of the floor in this room, like it's like right in the middle of the floor, and she just won't move. Di Simpson, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? She is now clawing at the door. When your family lived out in the gravel roads in your town, your house had cats outside and your cat Lily was supposed to be one. Mom said she was too little and now she's here many years later in your current house. Oh, nice. Gonna go. All right, see you later, Justin. Thanks for tuning into the stream. Hope to see you on Sunday. Again, be here on Sunday. Be here early in the stream on Sunday if you want to see my cat wear a Pikachu costume. I meant to put that stream in earlier today. However, the things I was doing before stream today ended up taking longer than I expected, and I wasn't home to do that. It is 7:21 now for me. Expect the stream to start at about 3 is what I'm going to say. I'm going to say it's going to start at 3. That gives me some time to catch up on a bit of sleep if I oversleep after tomorrow. So yeah. 3 p.m. will be the start of the Halloween stream on Sunday. 3 p.m. Eastern time, so, you know, Yeah, mark your calendars. I know you all have me like in like your super important calendars and stuff. But yeah, no, I'm gonna be putting that stream schedule up tonight. But be here early. Be here at the start of the stream if you want to see the cat in a Pikachu costume. I cannot guarantee that she will like the costume, and if she does not like the costume and seems super uncomfortable in it, she will be let out of it within like 5 or 10 minutes. I'm not going to force her to wear it if she's going to be uncomfy. And, you know, the cats do the thing where if like they're wrapped up in something uncomfy, they just kind of fall over limp. I don't want her to be like that for 3 to 5 hours. So we're not going to do that to her. We're not going to be mean like that. Yeah, so just a heads up. The stream will start at 3 p.m. Eastern time on Sunday. Be here. Be here at the start if you want to see the cat in the Pikachu costume. She can be a little princess though. You wouldn't have it any other way. No, yeah, Adele's been amazing. I've never seen a cat be this like cuddly and friendly and all this. So if the only time that she gets annoying is literally her being like, I want attention, then I'm fine with it. I was a dog person growing up, so I'm used to the more dog-like behaviors of this cat. You know, she's a lap cat. She's very much a lap cat. And I'm probably gonna, once I finish off this drink, I'm gonna open the door. I'm gonna let her in because I don't know. I haven't been here much this afternoon while she's been awake. So, you know, she was waiting for me to get home to feed her and stuff. Granted, I know it'll be a mistake. I know what's going to end up happening is she's going to come in here, sit in my lap for a little bit, say hello to stream, and then start begging for more food. Which she can't have. Izzy is very tolerable to anything, but thinks he's a dog and tries to get Lily, who was an outside cat in her early years, doesn't even try. No, yeah, I don't know what Adele's history was like before I adopted her in any way. I have a general idea of where she was before because like her rabies vaccination was like from a couple months before I adopted her, and it was from like a different state. So it was like, how the heck did you end up here kind of thing? But like she's always been super sweet. Like when I adopted her, like everyone at the Humane Society was like, oh yeah, she's an absolute sweetheart, and was very happy that she got adopted. I was like, yeah. So, but yeah, she's been fantastic. And like again, like I said, super cuddly. I mean, most of you guys have seen her on stream at this point. She like, you know, she hopped up in my lap and it's always like wanting to hit the mic and say hello to everyone, and people can hear her purring and stuff. It's like that's what she's like all the time. She's always like that. She gets a little bit crazy at night for a few minutes, running up and down the hallways, smacking around her toys. But yeah, aside from that, she sleeps and then she does the cuddling. You know, she's never really been I want to sit and like watch you from around a corner cat outside of. She will do. I will say she does do that in very certain circumstances, mainly being if she is hungry and I have ignored her for a long time, she'll just like go and sit by the bowl and look at me. She'll get as close to her food bowl as she can while still being able to maintain eye contact with me and then just stare at me. So what'll happen is if my door is cracked in here, which usually it is, if I'm not streaming, that door's open. The door's just like right over here. It goes right down the hallway to the kitchen, to the dining room, and she'll just sit right inside the kitchen, just out enough to see the hallway and just stare at me. Because, you know, she's like, come on, I'm here. You may as well feed me. I'm already over here, right? Like, like, you know, that's what she's doing. Back for a bit. Welcome back for a bit. But yeah, no, she's super chill and she's super friendly with everyone, which is really nice. Yeah, she just like she just wants to like be in anyone's lap. Every time I've had someone cat sit, the first thing they do is send a picture of her in their lap. And then I ask, oh, did you like feed her? And like, no, I haven't even gotten to feeding her yet. That's just how she is. She's like, hello person, give me like attention before you give me food. But I've already given her the attention, so she just wants the food from me. Sitting in my lap isn't special for her anymore. But no, like my dad took care of her one weekend. My friend came over and took care of her one weekend, and both times it was like a picture of it. It's like, oh yeah, did she take her food okay? Were you able to refill it? Did she have her medicines? Like, I haven't even gotten to that. Just sat down and, hopped in her lap and plate. And my friends was like, she'd be the easiest thing to steal because she just would go with you. And it's true. It's true. Yeah, so I've been very curious about how she ended up at the Humane Society, but I don't question it because now she is my cat and she is fantastic. My suspicion is still that she was raised in a house full of dogs. That's just all of her body language like signifies that. When are you gonna get your shiny? In 1 hour, 13 minutes, and 52 seconds. It's only been like 10, 12 hours. You expect like 40? Oof. That's a long time. I mean, what, like 30 seconds per encounter, so 2 encounters a minute. You're looking at like 10 hours on average, right? 10 hours of hunting on average for a shiny legendary. Given shiny charm. Expect 40 because that's near odds. Are you doing full odds? Maybe I'm probably doing the math wrong in my head. Oh, you don't have charm. Okay, yeah. So that's like 30 or 40 there, yeah. Yeah, because you're looking at what, like 2,000-ish minutes? Is like the average then. And whatever that ends up breaking down to. Oh man, sorry, my nose has been so itchy. 34 hours to hit odds. A third of the way there, dang. Best of luck, gamers. Best of luck. Yo, what's going on, Pokemon? Yo, we're getting a puffin raid. What is going on, guys? Pokemon, it's Esper Bella. Welcome, guys. Welcome, Raiders. Raid hype in chat, everyone. Shiny Lucario 747. Welcome to the stream, guys. How you guys doing today? Baden Wood. Welcome, welcome. Let me grab Puffin's link real quick. I gotta get Puffin's link in here. But yo, welcome everybody. Welcome Raiders. Puffin, thank you so much for the raid, my friend. I appreciate it. Rainbow, what's going on? Welcome, guys. Raid hype in chat, everyone. Raiders, welcome. Hope you guys are doing well today. My name is Mindless Enigma. I'm a shiny hunter. Here on YouTube, doing a bunch of Sword and Shield hunts in prep for BDSP. So yeah, welcome everyone. Misuji, welcome. Breaks, Toaster Man, Minecraft and Fortnite, welcome guys. Stream Sandy got some. Yeah, how'd the stream go? Did Puffin find the Sandy ass? Arna, welcome to the stream. I'm going to go ahead and put Puffin's link here. I imagine everyone from my stream knows who Puffin is. But just in case, guys, if you are from my stream and you don't know who Puffin is, you should fix that. You should go sub to that guy. He is an amazing streamer. He came back, did a fun little stream tonight. It's been a little bit. I missed it. I wish I could have been there. But Raiders, welcome. Glad to have you guys here. Yeah, and for the Raiders coming in, if you guys want to see a fun stream, be sure to sub here. Because on Sunday, we're doing a special Halloween stream. I'll be dressed up in an Ash Ketchum costume, and I will have my cat in a Pikachu costume. So if you want to see a cat dressed up as Pikachu, be here on Sunday. And Puffin, what's going on, man? Thank you for the raid, dude. Glad to see you. Glad to see you doing a stream again, man. Hope it went well. Again, seriously, thank you for the raid, man. No shiny sand for Puffin. Darn. I guess that means Puffin will have to do another stream for it sometime. But seriously, Puffin, I really appreciate that, my friend. And it's good to see you, too. Alan, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing quite well, actually, yeah. I'm excited for this weekend. I've got a lot of stuff going on. It's going to be busy, but it'll be fun, you know? This is like one of those like times where you're like, I got so much stuff to do, there's not going to really be a break, but at the end of the day, it's going to be a really good time. Already had like half of that happen already today. Had so many things happening before stream, and busy all day tomorrow. Then I got the Halloween stream on Sunday. It's going to be a good time. Good to be back. Break was me for sure. Absolutely. I totally get it, man. I totally get it. You know, with the streaming and stuff, you can just get going and going and going, and then like you just realize it's like, you just need a breather for sure. I totally get it. You got 4 cats assessment of dominance, but do they have Pikachu costumes, Baden? Because mine does. Bella, good luck with your yellow balloon. Thank you. Hopefully it shines today, because I'm planning on doing a Pumpkaboo hunt on Sunday. Shiny Squirtle, welcome to the stream, coming in from the Puffin raid. Welcome. You sub, Shiny Squirtle. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Hope you've been having a good day. Hope all the Raiders have been having a good day. It's Friday. It's time for the weekend. I'm excited. It's a good weekend. This is a nice shiny. I love the coloring. Absolutely. Such good colors. And I gotta get a Drifloon in this game. It was the first shiny I found in Pokemon Go, and I don't know, I've always liked it. That yellow and blue's always looked really good. Make sure you sub. I'm like, yes, I would really appreciate it. And like I said, definitely sub to make sure you're notified when I go live with the Halloween stream on Sunday. If you want to see the cat in a Pikachu costume, be here early. I don't foresee the cat liking the costume all too much, and I'm not going to force her to be in it for like 3 to 5 hours. So be here early if you want to see her in that. If she likes it, she'll be in it the whole time, but I don't see that happening. Don't know this weekend you speak of. Sounds fun. Busy all the time, Shiny Squirtle. I got you. Have done any test captures for this balloon? Yes, and I failed it. The one I did, New Memento, and KO'd itself. So it's just going to add to the excitement. Theoretically, it can't hurt us. It can't do anything to hurt us. And most of the time, Quagsire is prepared. Most of the time, Quagsire is prepared with Damp as its ability. I'm busy 25-8. I got you. Yeah, it's not always like that for me, but I feel that. I feel like some weeks I just, I'm busy. I'm busy from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to bed every day. One failed test capture due to it dying. Not a good start. Like I said, it just adds to the suspense. Also, thank you to everyone who left a like on the stream. I really do appreciate that. Our usual like goal is 15, and we're super duper close to that. So thank you to everyone who's left a like so far. I really, really appreciate it. I'm still here. Glad to have you here. Hope your day's going well. Like mantids? Like mantises? Yeah. Or is that different? They're really cool. Assuming I'm thinking of the same thing. Yeah, cameras. We actually didn't even do a test capture. All we did was swap to see if it would use explosion. It didn't use explosion. It used memento. So like literally one turn. Oh, I'm glad they're happy with me. I wouldn't want anyone being unhappy with me. Wagapi, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? I don't know why, but that Duskull out of the corner of my eye looked like a brilliant aura on a Drifloon. Oh, he's your mantis. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. You have a pet mantis. That's so cool. I've only ever seen a few. I've only ever seen like a few mantises in real life. It's always been super cool every time. They are very cool insects. Man, we're getting close. We're only like 100 encounters away from odds. Wogopi? Okay. Sorry for mispronouncing it. Thank you for correcting me, by the way, as well. If I ever mispronounce anyone's name, just let me know. I want to make sure I pronounce it right, and I can be kind of bad with pronunciation sometimes. Mantis is built differently. Interesting. Well, I evolved the shiny Drifloon. At some point I will. Usually what I do is I go for living dexes, so I'll at some point, be it like on a Twitch stream or just offline at somewhere, I'll do a hunt for another Drifloon. And one of them will stay a Drifloon and one of them will become a Drifloon. I really do like this playlist. This is a good find in terms of playlists, I think. What's your favorite Pokemon? Yours is Swampert. Mine is Rowlet. Yeah, Rowlet is my favorite Pokemon. It's what got me into shiny hunting. It on top of getting me into shiny hunting, it's also like the member badge on the channel. It's just such a good looking Pokemon. I love it. Little round owl. Like, how can you not like it, right? But yeah, Rowlet, hands down my favorite Pokemon. Before it was Rowlet, it was Ralts. And Ralts is still my second favorite. You're subbed already? I appreciate you being subbed. You already had good taste in streams then, clearly. Yeah, but hopefully everyone had a good week on top of a good Friday. Yo, Chozo, what's going on, man? Galliard or Gardevoir? Gardevoir. I'm a Hoenn fanboy. I don't know. Gardevoir is the original. It is kind of funny that part of the reason why they made Gallade is just because like they goofed on they made Gallade into what like they made Gallade in a way for people to envision Gallade how they meant for Gardevoir to be envisioned. Man, Gardevoir just because of nostalgia for Hoenn for sure. But how's it going, Chozo? Hope you're doing well, man. You got a shiny Carablast and named it Trade Back, but the person who was trading with you made you trade them your shiny Zoroark to get it back, and that was very nice. What the heck? That's extortion. You should report them. I don't think there's a way to report anyone, but you should do it anyways. Come on. Okay. Just trying not to hit the Dust Skull. I know if I hit something else, it's going to be a shiny. Which isn't bad, I just don't want to. I'm not prepared for a Dust Skull. I'm not prepared to deal with Curse. They have to get another Zoroark. I'm so sorry. Like, that's really crummy of that person. I don't get what benefit. I guess in this case they do get a benefit. They get a Pokemon, right? But like, that's still just, that's awful. Gardevoir's your second favorite too. Power leveled an uncountable number of your Mons and Oras. Oh, true. 1 Mega Guard and 1 Mega Gardevoir and 5 level 1 Mons versus Elite 4. Let's go. First favorite's Frostlass. Good choice. Yeah, the Ralts line up to Gardevoir as a whole in Hoenn and Gen 3 was top for me. And yeah, stayed there all the way until Gen 7 when Round Owl just took over. Yeah, and then Snorunt and its evolutions are good too. Yeah, I did so much just insane leveling of stuff in Oras through the Blissey farms. Blissey farms were so broken in Oras. Currently doing a shiny lock in Let's Go Pikachu because why not? Hey, that's a fair reason. You're getting your chain built up to catch a shiny you don't have, and then continue on to the next gen. Yeah, nice. Best of luck with that. Yeah, I guess like that's kind of how you have to do shiny locks in Let's Go, right? Like, unless you really want to be like ridiculous and just go for full odds all the time, like you have to allow yourself to catch some stuff. They couldn't change his name because his name trade back, and they would have to deal with the guilt of stealing someone's shiny every time they see it. I guess that's what they gained from trading it back, even if they took something else. Should just name the shiny Zoroark something ridiculous. What's going on, Jake? Welcome to the stream. Where are the wings at? I don't know. No one ordered them for me. No one ordered me wings, so no wings on stream, I guess. Yo, Earthbound fan, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Here's a question: which Pokemon character had a team most similar to mine? That is a very interesting question, and I don't think I have an answer. For how much I play Pokemon, I've never put the effort into like actually thinking about my team. Usually the way I end up playing through Pokemon campaigns is I will just be slowly working on my decks at the same time. So I have like my starter on my team, and then I just start swapping other Pokemon in and out to level them up until they evolve, and eventually something just also gets over leveled and I keep it on my team. Yeah, so I don't know, because yeah, I don't know, I can't really think of a consistent theme I've had on my teams or anything. It's usually been all over the place. The only time my teams ever kind of like lined up in typing was always right when it shouldn't. Like playing through Hoenn, I feel like I would always end up with a ton of grass Pokemon and like fighting Pokemon on my team before going into the flying type gym. I'll be there in a minute. All right, Jake. Instead of getting that shiny Vulpix, you get a shiny Pidgeotto. Hey, that's nice. Hopefully you can get the Vulpix at some point too, because that's still a good shiny. Stuck in a Palisand raid with Martin's Solrock and a Wobbuffet. Oh no, the Maractus is actually trying to help. That says something. Here's his Max, May's little brother. He had a Ralt, Snorunt, Jirachi, and Deoxys. Didn't catch any of them since he was too young, but he promised to return for them. That's a pretty solid team. I can vibe with that team. That's just like a Hoenn nostalgia team right there. Alright. I said once I finished off my like bottle here, I was gonna open the door so the cat could come in. Now that she can't spill soda all over my computer. So 1 second. The door is open for the cat, but I don't know if she's gonna come in. I think she probably just went back to bed. She did her screaming for the day, and that's all she really cared to do. Imagine your favorite wings from your favorite wing place just shows up at your door. That'd be fantastic. I'm upset none of you guys have done that for me. I mean, it's not my fault that you guys don't know my address. That's not a challenge. Please don't go looking for it. So it was a lot of great ground types. I don't know why I can't think of Sinnoh's decks too much. Yeah, Sinnoh landed in a very weird category for me as a kid where I bought it, I owned Pearl, I played so much of it. As in, like, I played most of the campaign, or like the story mode once. And then my DS broke, and I didn't get to play anything until Oras was out. Challenge accepted. I said it specifically was not a challenge. Oh, cat's here. Hi. Lickitung's a cute Pokemon. Lickitung's got a unique design. Not saying I don't like it, it's just very intriguing and interesting of a Pokemon. Hey. If you're gonna be loud and be heard on camera, you at least have to be seen on camera. There we go. You guys, the cat at least has to show up on camera if she's gonna make a lot of racket and be heard on mic. Brilliant Diamond is the first time you're using an Ambipom. That'll be cool. Yeah, I have no clue what my team's gonna look like yet. I think this will be the first time I actually kind of plan out a team, but that's mostly just from the perspective of I really want to get as many Pokemon as I can as fast as I can. Like, I want to complete the decks within the first week of the game being out. That's my plan. At least it's my hope, right? Yeah. The cat's already swinging her tail all over the desk. And this is why I did not want a glass bottle on the desk while she was in here. Yeah, she really do just like bury her face into my arm while I sit at my desk. It'll be quite appreciated going into the winter months. Just a free like lap warmer. Do you want to say hi to everyone? But yeah, I will again mention, if you guys want to see, or you guys should be here on Sunday, because you will get to see this little fluffy one. You'll get to see her in a Pikachu costume. She's super thrilled, you can tell. So yeah, definitely make sure to tune in on Sunday. That'll be starting at 3 p.m. Eastern. If you want to see this cat dressed up as Pikachu. She's just sitting on my headphone cable and making it like yank the cable out from under her. If only she would sit a little bit higher up on my lap. Then she would be on camera all the time. So I could use you for views, Adele. Right? Like, people would tune in just to see you on stream. But no, you gotta sit, like, right out of range of camera. Is it just you, or is the original Diamond and Pearl just boring? What do you mean by boring? If you mean slow, yes. You're not alone there. The game physically runs slower than other Pokemon games. I don't know about boring, though. I actually enjoyed the parts of Sinnoh that I played. It definitely was part of the game. It was definitely one of the games before the story started being such a major part of it, right? Like, Gen 5 is when Pokemon stories ended up, like, having a lot of story to them and not just catch Pokemon battle gyms, right? Like, fight a bad guy. Like, there was actually, like, story to it. There was a lot more of it. Big brain idea: if your cat doesn't like the costume, get a cardboard cutout of your cat wearing a Pikachu costume and totally debate you. I mean, she's wearing it no matter what. She doesn't have a choice in wearing it for at least the first 5-10 minutes. If she gets acclimated to it after that and, like, is fine walking around and sitting in my lap wearing it, we're all good. But if she, like, goes into panic mode and just falls over like cats do when you generally wrap them up in things, I'll take it off her. I'm wearing my costume no matter what. Flint, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Alright, cat, you can't keep pushing my controller around. Or slapping the keyboard. That also is kind of rude. Don't know, the game just doesn't have anything to do to it. And it might just be the fact that it was, like, before the stories really kind of got to what they are now. Because, like, Gen 5 and Gen 7 are so much more story driven than Gen 4 was. I think there's a lot of stuff there. It's very different stuff to what's in Pokemon games now. So we're so close to odds. I don't like this. We shouldn't be near odds. But alas, here we are. At almost 1,300 encounters. Like, less than 100 encounters away from going over odds for a second hunt in a row. Brilliant, Drifloon. Maybe we'll be lucky this time. Nope. Nope. Your EV has reached level 69. Nice. Hey, what's going on, John? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? What Pokemon did you not even know existed? For you, it was Passimian? A lot of Gen 5 Pokemon I just didn't know were around for a while, because I didn't play Gen 5. I ended up skipping that one, just because I didn't have a DS at the time. Yeah, aside from that, like Gen 5 and some Gen 6 stuff I wasn't really aware of until, like, Gen 7 or 8, just because I didn't have games that had them in it. But after that, I was a lot more familiar with stuff. So this is what my cat likes to do. She likes to hit the microphone. Favorite shiny Pokemon's Trevenant? That is a very good choice. That is a very good choice, Wogapi. For me, my favorite shiny is Milotic. I already liked its design, and then that color scheme just made it so good. Trevenant, I love the color scheme. It's not my favorite pre-shiny, right? So, like, the coloring looks fantastic, and it makes it look amazing. But, I don't know, like, Milotic just already I already liked it that little bit more, you know? Should make a Pokemon game where your rival picks a Pokemon. It's actually random, and their future team contains random Pokemon each playthrough. That would be really interesting. I'd be curious how they would try to pull it off. Like, I'm curious how they would try to go about that. Because that would definitely make for like some interesting options. Just the problem there ends up being like you're potentially like putting someone on their first playthrough through like Pokemon hard mode, right? Like their rival picks the super effective Mon. They continuously get Mons that are like perfect counters to what the players picked and stuff like that. Like obviously I would love for rivals to always pick super effective and to build pretty competent teams, but there is a line you have to draw in the sand where it's like they shouldn't be building the perfect team for the routes that you're on, you know? Like, they are technically learning as well. They shouldn't pick perfectly, which, like, the randomness should do that, right? Some dude, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. I'm brown shiny pretty good. It is. I really like that shiny. The black and, like, neon blue, so good. It'd be difficult to code. It wouldn't be difficult to code. It would be difficult to balance, you know? Because, yeah, it's not too hard. It's like, hey, you know, assuming they keep their team as they go along, it goes, hey, they should have this many Pokemon this battle. Here's what they like pick, or hey, we should replace a Pokemon this battle, like this time, right? Like generating the Pokemon's not difficult, right? Like they already do that every time you do a random encounter. They would have to put in different like parameters for that. But it'd be a matter of making it so that the game is still fair. Like it's totally fine, and like I said, I would prefer, if anything, for the rivals to be a little bit difficult. But you can't make it too hard, you know? Thievul's shiny is amazing. I can't think of Thievul's at the top of my head, but if it keeps the same kind of like pattern through its evolution, I think that's pretty good. People are always surprised about people eating Pokemon, but no one mentions Cacturns literally hunt humans, literally in the Dex entry. Drifloon literally carries children away. Like, it's an adorable little balloon, but off little Timmy goes. You know? Beach was cool, good shiny. It was one of the few Pokemon that needed a Mega, and at least it got better in later gens as well. Beach was pretty good. It's iconic. Nickit and Thievul are both blue and gray. Alright, yeah, no, I can get behind that. That's a good shiny. Alright. This cat has just, like, decided to put all of her weight on one of my arms. The random Pokemon has to be from the routes that they've been in. Yeah. Like, you can do that decently, right? Like, again, most of that logic's already there as far as, like, when you do an encounter in an older Pokemon game that doesn't have overworld encounters and it's just in the grass, the game goes, hey, game. Or, like, you know, when you run into something, it goes, hey, I need a Pokemon that's one of these. Like, here's the chance of finding it. Give, right? Like, it does that already. So it would do that then. It would just be like, you would have to put certain parameters on it, right? You would have to say, like, if they get this Pokemon, it has these stats, right? Like, you can only do so much. Or you would have to do a little bit more in terms of, like, tuning it, right? Where if you want it to be truly random every time, it's these certain ones, you know? Guess what? What's up, Flint? But yeah, no, I like the idea, and it's doable, just from the perspective of the randomness. I just think the randomness has to be dealt with in like the right way, you know, like any kind of thing. Like they already do it with like the routes already, right? You know, making sure the Pokemon on the routes aren't like too over leveled, but they also aren't too easy. You know, they like balance all that stuff. You tell me about your new goldfish? You told me about the one yesterday. Yeah, the one you like got from a friend. You like Crocodile, but its arms compared to the rest of its body are a bit wonky. Like just a little bit tiny. If you faint or lose to a legendary, your rival can get it. That would be brutal. Imagine losing to like Imagine losing to one of the legendary birds in Kanto. Or like in Ruby Sapphire, it's like you lose, like Sapphire, you lose to Kyogre, and it's like, haha, I have it now. And it's like, oh no. Finally have an new tank. Hey, that's awesome. How's the fish acclimating? Is it doing okay? I hope it is. Doing pretty good. Hey, that's great. That's great. Is anything else gonna go in the tank over time, or is it just gonna be the goldfish? You'll have to see. That's a fair answer. That's fair. Just make sure the fish is okay at first before you start thinking about other stuff. Yeah, that's a smart way to go about it. You don't remember a single rival having a legendary? N has one, right? Most of the time they don't, you're right. Just because, like, most of your rivals in the games... N's special because N's a little bit less traditional of a rival, but, like... Yeah, most of the time they don't. Hal gets one right at the end. Hal, depending on what game you're in, Hal either... If you get Zacian, Hal gets Zamazenta, and other way around. But that's, like, very, very late game. You only ever, like, even deal with that post-game. Oh, is the Zamazenta code? Nice. A couple snails in there that hitchhiked on the plants. I mean, if anything, they're gonna be nice for helping keeping the tank clean, right? Sorry, so I had to wait for a second there to double check the Drifloon. I was checking something on my phone and like looked away, and then we waited forever as it played through every animation that wasn't me attacking Drifloon. I can't get it because you have shield, not sword. Yeah, same way. I have my Zacian code. I got to put into shield, but like my shield game isn't set up. Already cleaned a lot. That's good. That's good. Helps the tank be a little bit more self-sustaining. Thoughts on being able to catch fainted Pokemon? That's, I don't know, that breaks things too much. There's a certain balance to making it so that you have to catch a Pokemon while it's like conscious. Right? Where effectively you can almost argue that like part of the way that you catch Pokemon is the Pokemon has to agree to be caught. And you know, the more that you fight it, the more it respects you, kind of thing. Just making gyms not team monotype would be for a game. That'd be very interesting. I don't think they should really go to like the style of like being whatever they want. Just from the perspective of that's kind of what makes the champion battle that much more interesting, is the champion's the first time that like you truly get oh, off goes the cat. But yeah, the champion's really the first time you get like a truly competent team that's like built around the idea of being like not overall weak to certain things. Like, it's the first time you don't really deal with like a monotype team outside of your rival. So like, I don't think making everything just a free-for-all would be okay, but like if you made gyms where it was like 2 types and their teams were a combination of Pokemon from those typings and potentially could include like secondary types from outside of those typings or something. Tested in a bit. Use the code, but probably using that personally lives on Mazenta more than Dacian. To see, yo, Sutton, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, there's a chance it wasn't used. Goldie, what's going on? How you doing today? I'm gonna name it Nick Fury if it hasn't been taken. My cat hopped down and I was immediately looking at my lap again. Are you coming up? What are you doing? You want up? Nope, just wants to rub on my legs and tell me that it's food time, but it's not. What's that? Hey. Come on up. You're very nervous? What are you nervous about, Sutton? You love the new setup? Thank you, Goalie. I have a request for the next hunt, Feebas, for Team C's. What's Team C's? Have it make a Pokemon that is impossible to catch until it faints, because it only respects once it's beaten. But I think the idea is once it's unconscious, it can't like make that call, right? Like I think that's kind of the idea. As like a fainted Pokemon, the Pokeball just doesn't work on. Wouldn't it be funny if the fighting type special had 2 Onix, even though there are other available fighting types? No idea why there's 300 posts from Team C's at exactly 4 p.m. your time. Oh, is it like a big thing? Like, it's like Team Trees, but Team C's. Like a bunch of like fundraiser like videos go up or something. Team C's a fundraiser. Okay, Team Trees, but it's cleaning the seas. Okay. Yeah, so in that case, yeah, they just like orchestrate to put all their videos out at the same time. We make it a possibility that the Pokemon forfeits. It's easier to 100% catch. Interesting to have the idea that a Pokemon can forfeit, like a wild Pokemon can forfeit. It's because people want to get plastic out of the ocean. I mean, that's a good thing to want to do. There's a lot of plastic in the ocean, and there should be no plastic in the ocean. Anxiety stuff. Girlfriend's currently sick. Can you send her a few messages today, checking on her and got no response? Just making stuff up in your head, but you know, she's just listening. I got you. Yeah. I get that, man. I get that. Hope that she's recovering okay and everything. Feebas or Frillo should be nice hunts for that. Yeah, that'd be cool. I know our next hunt is on Sunday, and that'll be Pumpkaboo for Halloween. Should be a Black Panther Pokemon that has a pink shiny to have the Pink Panther. I love it. I love it, Flint. Still want Let's Go Johto? Me too, Earthbound. Me too. There's still hundreds of tons of plastic in the ocean by 22. Then the Team Blank things are fake. I mean, there's just a lot of plastic. That's one of those things that's hard to get out. I mean, Team Trees is still going hard, right? That's just one of those things that takes time, you know? Be back, feel like you're gonna get sick. Alright, see you in a bit, Sudden. Hopefully everything's okay, dude. Not test the code. Gonna be so happy if it works. Just sent your email in and didn't get codes. Yeah, I don't know. It's so weird. So many people are talking about like not getting the GameStop codes and stuff, which That's so weird to me because of the fact that like email should be the easier way to do that, right? Imagine Mr. Beast in Pokemon. Beating him would give you so much money. Would a lemon Pokemon be poison for sour and grass type? I can see it. I can see it. Like a sour lemon. That or pure grass. Or electric. It'd be electric and grass, possibly. Roblox has been down for over 24 hours because Chipotle was giving away 30,000 free burritos. Yeah, 14 million people tried to play all at once. All that just for burritos. I mean, burritos are great. How is Chipotle giving out burritos in Roblox? Just 8. Welcome back, gamers. Welcome back. Yeah, like I can almost see a lemon type Pokemon being electric, just because of the sourness and the zap, and also being yellow. Really want a regional Onyx based on those dragons from Chinese festivals. Oh, that'd be cool. That'd actually be really cool. Yeah. Thoughts Shuckle deserves an evolution, or at least a mega evolution. It's already too overpowered though. Favorite food is bean and cheese burrito drenched in hot sauce with melted cheese on top. Very nice, very nice. I used to get Chipotle burritos all the time. Shiny Onyx is pickle, indeed. I used to get Chipotle burritos all the time because like there's a Chipotle within walking distance of my apartment, so I would just like go there. Also, I think the cat's gonna get down, so I want her to say hello one last time. Adele, say hello. These are all your fans. They're gonna see you dressed up as Pikachu on Sunday. She doesn't want to look right at the light. There she goes. Sounds like things need to stop doing like giveaways in Roblox. They keep breaking it. I want Ledian to be good, but it's an old regional bug. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of those standard bugs and birds and like rodents or dogs are just like pretty bland and standard. Servers got upgraded, but the community still managed to break the servers. Yeah, that's crazy. Like, for it to happen that many times with a game as big as Roblox, like, that's kind of crazy. But I guess, like, if you have a free game, and then someone offers free items for playing the game, there's gonna have a lot of people wanting to get that, want to get the stuff, like, I don't know, I've never downloaded Roblox, but I'd consider it for a free burrito. Zamazenta's your new favorite shiny? A big fan. Only until Gen 5 did bug types get an upgrade with good Pokemon. Yeah, they were mostly generic before that. I mean, some of them were good. Some of them were good, but a lot of them, like even a lot of the old ones took until like Gen 6 with Megas to start getting really good. Adele keeps hopping down from my lap, walks around the room, and then wants back up. I think she is under the impression that by hopping down, I'm gonna follow her, and she's gonna suddenly have food. I forgot which update broke Roblox. Was it Fossil Egg or Jungle Egg? I have no clue. I feel like a lot of games get hit pretty hard if they don't if they like don't prepare for a surge and they're just like daily like our normal daily user numbers are a good metric to go off of for post update kind of things. I know like Among Us had issues when they first added in like the profiles, and so many people were setting up profiles because they had Airship as like the new map and stuff. Read the message for the I forgot thing. Yeah, I saw you say that stuff was broken. But I mean, yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, if it's been broken this many times, like maybe they should stop doing things inside of Roblox. Just make more ancient Pokemon like Kabutops or Aerodactyl. I mean, they add a couple fossil Pokemon every gen, because those are all fossils. Goldfish always looks so angry. He's just super grumpy all the time, and there's no changing that. That's just who he is. Genesect is a restructured Kabutops. Didn't actually know that, but I can see that. I can see how that would be the case. I just want to kind of run into this. Well, that would have been hilarious if that was a shiny. Hey, Dice Simpson, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Welcome back. Also, guys, thank you for having us hit our sub goal today. I appreciate that. It means a lot, helps out a lot. Would love if we could hit 20 likes on the stream. And also if we could get a few more subs, that'd be awesome. Let anyone you know who would be interested in these streams know about it. Would love to have them here. Somehow Jonesy got shiny Spiritomb on 28 encounters. That's awesome. That is awesome. Another fossil legendary to be pretty nice. That'd be interesting. And good, how am I doing? I'm doing well, thanks for asking. Hopefully, I'm just hoping we can get our shiny today. We've been going for this for so long. We're one encounter away from going over odds. Hey, Adele, get down. Get down. Hey, get down. Come on. Get down, get down. Nope, no, right. I won't mess it. Adele has hopped up on a bookshelf and is on the top of the bookshelf. And I'm pretty sure she's going to cause complete chaos, but she's going to cause more chaos if I freak her out. Hey! How are you going to get down from there? Are you just going to sit there? I wish I could point the camera at her, but my camera's locked in place. Now she's just sitting on a bookshelf with nowhere to go, honestly. I don't know how she plans on getting down. I wish I could show you. I wish I could show you. Tectonic Shift sounds cool. Sounds like a Z move. It actually really does sound like a Z move. It would be cool if there was a ground type move called Tectonic Shifter. That's basically just Earthquake, but not multi-target. That would be really interesting, Wogapi. I like that. Cat got down. Yamask is one of the best Pokemon for regional variants. That's a really good point, actually. Like, if Yamask had been like, instead of turning it into like the Yamask they turned it into, where it was like a part of a rune, like if they had made Yamask just like different types of masks from different areas, that'd be really cool. That would have been really cool. Like, you know, just culturally different masks and stuff would have been interesting. Oh, I'd stop doing that, Adele. Okay. I have a whiteboard that I've been meaning to hang on the wall balanced against the wall, just like on the floor, you know? And she started pulling it away. And I was like, oh, at some point this thing's just going to give out and just slide and slap on the floor. Wish the beta pincer evolution was real. Now I won't ever get it because pincer is a mega, or maybe they make a regional pincer that can evolve. I guess that's possible. Ocean's Wrath could be like Surf but not multi-target. Yeah, that'd kind of be interesting. Like the idea of like going back and remaking moves that used to be multi-target, or that are multi-target, and making like a single target version that might like hit just a little bit harder or something. Like spaghetti and puzzles. Good tastes. I did not mean to run into that Duskull. Named the Duskull normal pill. Normal pills, and now you feel bad for it? You feel sorry for it? Giraffe Rig needs a pre-evolution or evolution. I feel like Giraffe Rig's just kind of been forgotten about, right? Like, it seems like most things have either have like gotten more love from Game Freak over time, or just iconic and people still remember them, or they've been memed on, right? Like that's most of the Gen 2 mons. Giraffe Rig just kind of exists. You know, you don't think about it unless someone else brings it up, you know? Maybe so Surf doesn't hurt your friends anymore. Miss when it didn't do that. Yeah, that'd be nice. Thoughts on a Pokemon game, but in space and a different planet, with the Oxus came from space, proving life exists in space. That would be interesting. Gramble needs a Mega. I don't think we're going to see any new Megas, unfortunately. Is there a water normal type? I have to imagine there is. Two Flygon with Levitate spamming Earthquake is scary because they don't get punished for it, and if another Pokemon that is flying or has Levitate the Flygon still have other moves, yeah. Should make games that expanded upon Poiple's world before the destruction. That'd be interesting. Hope when they do Gen 6 remakes, we get new Megas. That'd be nice. And Gen 6 remakes are a long way out, though. Been playing Piggy. That's cool. Since Poiple was a starter, like Pokemon on its world. Interesting. I didn't know that. Where's that? Is that like what part of like the lore is that in? Hey, welcome back, Vanillix. How's it going, man? Gen 6 remakes like 6 to 8 years. More than that. Double that basically. Is my assumption. Here's the thing. I think Megas will return, but only in Let's Go games. That'd be interesting. I don't know. I feel like it'd be cool if Megas came back and some other stuff, but I'm not surprised they haven't, you know? Especially not in, like... They've really only... Like, they didn't add any new ones, sure, in Gen 7, but they were still there. Like, you could still do it, right? Like, you still got, like, Mega Stones and everything. Gen 8's the first time they haven't been able to, and I was not shocked to see they didn't add them into BDSP, or like that we haven't heard about them in BDSP, just because it's more faithful of a remake. Surprised Sound type doesn't exist yet. It can be super effective against Psychic, because meditating can be broken by loud sounds. There's still Pokemon that need it, like Exploud. I can see it not being a type, though, because, like, I mean, I could see it being a type, but I also can understand why it's not, right? Because, like, it's not, like, an element of any kind, but at the same time, Psychic and Dark exist and stuff, so I could see Sound, but... And, like, you're right, like, it has a good place to kind of fit in and, like, you know, make sense as a typing, but... It'd be interesting. Foxreal, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Hope all is well. Thought it was about 3 years for regen and 1 to 2 years and we get remakes, so I'd lead you to believe 10, 12. I guess you're right. Yeah, so it's like every other gen we get a remake. Yeah, so you'd be looking at like Gen 12-ish, right? Like, because I've said this before when talking about like kind of like the predictions of when remakes would be happening is outside of Gen 1 being remade in Gen 3, 2 was remade in 4, 3 was remade in 6, 4 was remade in 8, 5 would be in 10, 6 would be in 12, and like that's a good ways off. That's a good number of years off. Assuming we keep moving it, yeah, like I would say like I would say a gen like every 3 years. Thing sound shouldn't be a type, it feels out of place. Like that's kind of the thing, right? Like I'm trying to nail down how it like wouldn't be a type, but at the same time like I can see how it would, but I don't know. I feel like that's kind of one of those things encompassed by like normal typing, right? Like loud things is a normal way for things to fight, right? Conjuring water is not, you know. Not wait until Gen 12. I don't know. It's weird to think about it at that distance, right? Like, that's one of those things where it's hard to sit here and think about it, because, like, you go far enough into the future and neither way makes sense, right? Like, assume, like, Gen 14 happens. If you remake things every gen from now on, you get, like, Gen 10 remakes in Gen 14. But if you go, you know, every other gen always, it's like Gen 7, you get, like, Sun and Moon remakes in, like, Gen 14, and that's, like, 25 years away. Yeah, so it's like, it doesn't make sense either way when you go that far out. But in general, it just feels weird to think of Pokemon with, like, double-digit generations anyways. If Dunsparce gets evolution, it should be Dragon Ground or Ground Flying. Its evolution should have been Drampa, let's be real. That's at least my thought. Or am I thinking of the right? I think I'm thinking of the right thing there. Yeah, its evolution should be Drampa. You know, to change Exploud to be a sound type. Them adding in typings and changing Pokemon's typings because of the new types is a thing they've done. They did it with Fairy. Imagine a regional Beedrill where it's based on a Bumblebee and it's Bug Fairy. That'd be interesting. Well, if they did soft reboots every 5 gens, they tried that with Gen 5. What if they do it for 5 gens? I mean, they could, but like, how would... So, like, what do you mean by soft reboot? Because I feel like every Pokemon game, to an extent, is a soft reboot. Like, here and there, you see, like, references to older gens, like, with certain characters, like, certain NPCs returning, but the games themselves largely are disconnected, you know? Soft reboots aren't good. I mean, what is there to reboot with Pokemon? Because it always feels like it's rebooting. All the moves like Roar, Screech, changing those types to sound. True, I guess they didn't change any like psychic moves to Fairy, did they? Fluffy Beedrill. Sick boy Sudden's entered the chat. Welcome back, Sudden. Wage, what's going on? Always enjoyed the parallel universe theory. It's pretty much confirmed at this point, right? Like, any game with megas in it is in like the Megaverse, and any game that doesn't have megas is not. Remember on Gen 5, the only mons you could get before post game were Gen 5. Yeah, and people didn't like that, so they stopped that. Like, again, it made sense. With Gen 5, it was the first time they tried making a region that wasn't based off Japan. So I can see how in their mind it made a ton of sense to just be like, all new Pokemon, all completely different. Like, they all fill very similar roles, but like, very few species are the same between like Japan and the US, like especially like New York, like it was like based off of, right? Like, so it made sense to like change it, you know? Like it made sense. It made sense from like a logical perspective on like the region and where it is and all this stuff and what it's based on. When people are like, where's Pikachu? Where's Pidgey? You know, stuff like that. Like when like the players were expecting some level of familiarity and it was completely different, the game played very differently. It was just a lot of like shock after like the general comfort and stability of Gen 1 through 4. As you guys are hearing the stream, feels like your family. Glad you can feel comfy here. Imagine a regional Granbull and it based off the dog and the mythology, like maybe based off Cerberus. That'd be interesting. That'd be really cool. You like citrus? Citrus flavors are good. Once you have a set pattern in place, the number of games per year, you'd be a brave soon-to-be ex-employee to suggest a reduction in game or revenue. What's going on, Nick? Welcome, welcome. What do you mean by like reduction in games? I don't think there's been an argument for a reduction in games recently, at least. Me would know Pidgey. Me would know Bidoof. Equally upset. Dom Toretto. Family. It's all about the family. Someone hyped Nintendo to say Game Freak, we're not the sole makers of games. I mean, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with like taking some of the load off of Game Freak. I think Game Freak should make this has been my stance for a while. I don't think we need to reduce the number of Pokemon games per year. I think we need to reduce the number of games Game Freak makes. The Pokemon games that come out don't have to be the main games. They can be spin-offs. As long as they're like spin-offs with some substance to them. Things like Ranger, things like Mystery Dungeon, things like Snap. It's all good. I'm actually a big fan of diversifying like the levels of like Pokemon games and the genres Pokemon games are in. Because right now, recently, it's been mobile games and RPGs. And not a lot else until Snap came out. Like Mystery Dungeon DX and Snap coming out were the first two games that like weren't just mobile game ported to Switch or, you know, main kind of like core RPG, right? Like it was the first time there had actually been a gap in that. So like that gap had been filled in any way. I want more of that. I want to see Bandai make some games. I want to see Ilka make games. I want to see other studios come in and make games. I want to see another Coliseum type game, stuff like that. Bring other devs in. You can space out the core Pokemon games more. You know, you can space out core Pokemon games more as long as some fairly like substantial games from like other companies come along in the meantime, right? I think that's the best strategy. I've said that several times. I think that'd be the best strategy. Really flesh out the Pokemon game lineup, you know? I think there needs to be more side projects in between main series to give them more time on it, not having to put so much pressure on Game Freak. Exactly. You know, like you can give an extra year between main games coming out. You can do that by making a Coliseum, by making a new Battle Revolution, right? Like you can do this. You can fill in things. You can make a new like kind of XD game, right? Like you can find ways to make other games and have other companies make them. It doesn't have to be Game Freak doing that. Totally agree with you there. Yeah. Mario. Me with no rat. Pokemon Company, we don't need main series or RPG every year. I continue to think that we're on the upswing from that. I think we're on the upswing from that. It definitely feels like Pokemon Company as a whole slept on the Switch way too hard and leaned way too far into mobile gaming, thinking that was going to be the future of all games. They've realized that it takes a while to correct course. That's just when you're in a company that is like when you're involved in a franchise as big as Pokemon, it takes a while to course correct when you've gone wrong. It's really easy to get off course if you plan wrong in the first place, but like because you can make that decision in an instant, and then it just goes and goes and goes, and then you realize you're off course. And then when you try to correct, you're already set on this path to go off course for a while. You got to correct and try to pull it back. I think they're working on pulling it back. The fact that we got Snap, the fact that we got Mystery Dungeon DX, the fact that Ilka is involved in the development of BDSP, all these are good things. And us having more time between main games means that those games should be better. Mobile games actually on decline right now, which is fun. Nah, it's not. It's just right now what's happening. The mobile games as we viewed them in like the 2010s are definitely on a decline, but more serious games are coming to mobile and going mainly to mobile. Maybe not so much in the West, but like in a lot of places, it's way more common to have a phone than any kind of other like gaming device. So like it makes sense. It makes sense from that perspective, but it's very interesting. It's very interesting, and I don't think Pokemon's cut out to like jump into that market right now in any kind of meaningful way. And the way that Pokemon was going into that market was in the way of the games that are kind of dying. You're right. Super casual mobile games are either, I feel, going the way of super basic puzzle games like installing Sudoku or like Solitaire on your phone, or they're going in the other direction of having PUBG and Fortnite and Call of Duty on your phone. That kind of stuff's getting more serious. There's a lot of battle royales and just general multiplayer online games that would traditionally be a sit down at like a gaming console or a computer kind of game that are now mobile games. Miss Old Among Us. Among Us had some golden months. It was fantastic when it got big and people didn't know the maps. But I personally think Among Us it hit a wall before the content stopped being made, where the only reason people were really still playing it was because it was making them money as a streamer, and they had mods. Like you watch a lot of like offline TV's videos on it and stuff, like all those servers and like Disguised Toast videos and everything. Like you could tell when the game got stale, and it was when every single video they had and every single highlight and stream they did was like Jester mods, or like it got to the point that the mods needed more mods because the mods got stale. Only a few good mobile games. Among Us died quick. Honestly, it's still going. It's still going. It's still out there. It's just, it was so big. It didn't die quick. You just stopped caring about it at some point. Everyone stopped caring about it, and when you stop caring about it, it drops off in your interest very fast. But the game has a decent player base still. It's just not the same. Whenever you see controls for mobile shooters, you cringe. Same wage, same. Touchscreen games, to me, need to be games where you're physically dragging around elements on the screen, or it just feels off. I don't want transparent controls. Like, I don't want transparent joysticks sitting on top of my game. That just looks bad, in my opinion. Only a few good mobile games that you know of. There's a ton of them out there. It just depends on what you're into. A lot of us play on consoles and PCs and stuff like that, and so like to us, mobile games aren't that interesting outside of like some like core mobile games, right? But there's whole parts of the world that have never played a game another way, so that is true gaming to them, you know? Like the idea of playing with a controller is weird, right? Very few good mobile games, again, that you know of and that you think are good. There's tons of popular ones out there that like have like quality and effort put into them. Among Us was great when your friends played with you, because now they don't like it. Really, that's kind of what like it was big with everyone, right? When everyone had a group of people that they could play with that they knew everyone's names. I feel like when you could consistently get a game going, like that had voice chat in a Discord server that you were in, it was great. Turn-based RPGs are not bad on mobile. I can see that making sense. I can see that working, swiping around on the screen and tapping stuff. That makes sense. FPS games are just weird for sure. Did you hear your message about Electrode Evolution, or did you miss it? I didn't see that one. I missed that. I may have been ranting. I tried a ton of mobile games. They're just money-grabbing, tap-tap, boring games. Again, we really aren't the ones they're marketed towards. They're marketed largely to places where like they are just the main games. Other problem with mobile games, pay to win. Pixel used to be good until it was pay to win. Yeah, I mean that's kind of a problem everywhere. That's becoming a problem in more places, unfortunately. Marvel's Strike Force or Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes have a good core gameplay and loop. Just the aggressive monetization is what killing them for you. That's totally fair. That's totally fair. I feel like we kind of brought it on ourselves at some point as a society when we all refused to pay $1 for really high quality mobile games on our like iPhone 3s and 4s. But yeah, at the time we didn't know that it would get worse. Yeah, I get that. I get that. Because yeah, I'm not a big fan of like a whole ton of microtransactions in the games. I'm fine if games have them as long as I can play the game perfectly fine without it. If I can play the main gameplay loop without microtransactions, it's generally okay. And if I can, but part of without microtransactions isn't just like I can play it without having to like cave in and buy them. It's I can play it without it ever coming up beyond like a store icon in the game. I think console gaming's a bigger thing here than most places. Absolutely. Absolutely. A lot of places just really have their mobile devices. Peep Island, welcome to the stream. Best luck with the shiny. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hope you're having a good day. Like mobile Terraria because you can edit the controls yourself. There are no ads at all and a ton of content. It's only like $5. Nice. Yeah, I feel like for me though, just if a game has a PC version, I will want to play it on PC or console, just to avoid having to use touchscreen controls for a lot of stuff. Like I said, for me, unless like the game is like tapping, dragging, and dropping, I don't really enjoy like touchscreen. I don't enjoy buttons and joysticks on a touchscreen, or like tapping, like. Or, you know, like holding down to like drag a character in a certain direction or something. I think it doesn't force you to buy something or go on or try to convince you to buy something, then it's okay. Wish mobile Minecraft had a joystick instead of the actual controls, because you constantly stop because you're trying to use it like a joystick when you don't want to have to constantly switch your thumb. Yeah, I don't know. I can't get behind a lot of those controls, mainly for that kind of reason. Hit your house, you have no hot water. Oh no! I was trying to watch this for a bit and then have a relaxing bath. I just gotta wait a bit for the water heater to fill up again. Don't like mobile controls. Yeah, same. I know part of that comes down to how much I've just played consoles and PC. Like, for a long time, PC controls were even weird to me just because I wasn't used to them. There's a few good games you enjoy on mobile. Critical Ops FPS, Minecraft, Terraria, Ark. Interesting. Ark's fresh on mobile. I've never played Ark on mobile. I really haven't played Ark on PC either, though. Tankless water heater gang. Have fun when the power goes out and you can't take, like, an entire shower worth of warm water. No, tankless water heaters are fantastic when everything's working well. And the power goes out and it's instantly cold. Can vouch for the Ark's bad. It's so choppy. I guess it depends on your phone then, right? Ark used to be okay, but then they messed it up on mobile. Ah, that stinks. I feel like they messed up Ark in general from what I feel like I only hear about a lot of these games when there's like a big controversy and the whole community freaks out about something. Because I feel like that's the only time I learned about Payday. I think that's the only time I learned about Ark. Was like when they suddenly started getting review bombed for doing something that the community disliked. Like 10 FPS trash runs better on PC and consoles. I mean, no duh, it runs better on PC and consoles. Like, I think like my computer has... Not even I think. My computer absolutely has like 3 or 4 times the weight of my phone in aluminum. Just in aluminum and copper just in there as heat sinks. And the entirety of my phone. The dies of my CPU and GPU just are like massive in comparison to my phone. Like, no duh. That's how it is. My computer also costs like 3 times as much as my phone. Payday 2 is nice until the devs screwed it up. Exactly, like that's what I hear about is when devs screwed it up. Ark Mobile runs good on your phone? Yeah, I think it's just going to depend on the phone. If it was optimized for a certain processor, a certain phone and stuff. I think there was frame rate problems in Ark and console, but I believe they fixed it. I kind of hope they did. Consoles are kind of supposed to not have a lot of those issues. Gonna leave now. All right, see you later, Wokapi. Thank you so much for tuning into the stream. I hope to see you again soon. Hopefully you're here for the Halloween stream with the Pikachu cat. Not saying Arc is bad because of running, it's bad because of how they handled it and because of the stuff they added. I see. Frame rate problems, look at Ghost of Tsushima on PS4. Look at Cyberpunk on anything. I'm gonna play some Valorant. I see you later, gamers. Thanks for tuning in to the stream, man. By the way, subscribed. I can't see that you did because you don't have your subscribe channel things for others to see. Alright, well, I appreciate that, Wogapi. Thank you for the sub. Means a lot. Hope to see you again soon. Ghost of Tsushima got a very good upgrade on PS5. That's good. Hey Samuel, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. How's my day going? It's going well. Hope your morning's going okay. Hope you had a good Friday yesterday. Got into fighting games recently. Nice. How's that been going, Earthbound? Believe that game's coming to PC too. A lot of the Sony exclusives are slowly trickling to PC. I don't know how quickly a lot of them are coming, but I know like Sony said like a lot of them were timed exclusive on PlayStation and then would come to PC later. Which it is highly recommend. It's so freaking good. It's a FromSoft game, right? Really want to Ghost of Tsushima on PC. I've heard a lot of good things about it. I still need to like actually play through Dark Souls 3. It's nice, but input commands are confusing and hard to do. Ah, dang. Yeah, I think that just kind of takes time, right? Like, when you're new to the game, everything feels like it's moving so fast. But then, like, as time goes on, you can kind of start hitting things a bit more. I know that happened with me with Rocket League, which isn't a fighting game, but it's one of those things where you can start thinking faster about it, you know? Sucker Punch game, they made Infamous. Oh, okay. I thought it was a FromSoft game for some reason. Oh, I'm getting that mixed up with Sekiro, aren't I? Pokemon on console would be cool. Ree, what do you think Sword and Shield are on? Ghost of Tsushima does what new Assassin's Creed games tried and failed to do. Be a fun stealth combat game. Oh, I think we're back. Okay, sorry about that. I don't know what caused us to drop there, but we're back now. I could argue it's sometimes as tough as Dark Souls, but eh. Yeah, I think I got it mixed up with Sekiro. I think your stream's really fun to watch. So I'm glad you enjoy Earthbound. I'm glad you were here. Yeah, if you gotta go, well, I hope you have a good rest of your day. And hope to see you on Sunday for the Halloween stream. Hope to see you there. The game on lethal difficulty is absolutely brutal, but so rewarding. I bet. I've been getting more into playing games on higher difficulties. I used to be a wimp and would always play it on a difficulty that I could pretty easily walk through. Just because, I don't know, I enjoyed beating games. But yeah, I've been getting more into like putting stuff in actually like higher difficulties and taking my time and learning like the technical stuff and just you know, because it does get really rewarding. Like when you beat a tough boss. Metroidvanias have definitely pushed me to that a bit more. Accidentally used 0.002% of your power and broke the universe for a second. I guess so. I tried to sneakily summon a shiny and it just didn't work. Instead, I killed the stream. Thanks for reminding you. Darkness Rises is another good mobile game, but you haven't played it in a while, so don't know about now. Yeah, I guess they kind of get more intensive updates than a lot of console games do. Mobile games, that is. I have a cat completely passed out on my lap right now, guys. She's just passed out. Her face is like squished up against my arm, like pushing her cheek up and stuff. And she is totally passed out. And is just acting as like an armrest right now for me. Where is... Oh. Trying to avoid the exclamation marks in the ground. So I don't think any of those can be Drifloon right now, so I really don't want to hit them. I want every little bit of our time that we're doing this hunt to be going towards Drifloon and not towards anything else. So I want this yellow balloon, guys. I want this yellow balloon. Tried picking up my water bottle and I closed it. I grabbed it like this and just like slipped and just slammed the lid shut and almost dropped the whole bottle on the desk, which would have been a disaster. Digital painting is hard. I can imagine. I can't, because I've tried doing some, like, admittedly I don't have all that much skill or experience with drawing in general, be it digital or like on actual physical media, but like when I try drawing on my tablet or something, like it always just feels so weird, man. Like not having the resistance, like it's like, you know, it's like plastic on glass, so it's like super smooth. It doesn't feel right, you know? I imagine like with painting that can kind of happen as well. because I was just like sketching or inking and stuff, and that was all. That was still all like all kinds of rough. Ooh, what's ooh, Vanillix? It's fair to take you about a week to get used to drawing digitally. Now it feels weird to draw on paper. That's fair. You've done a lot of digital drawing recently, so that makes sense, Wage. I think there might be something going on in town this weekend, so maybe you won't be alone on Halloween. That's nice. That's good. Yeah, I'm not quite sure if like the neighborhood I'm in does like trick-or-treating and stuff. That'll be interesting to find out, I guess, because I lived around this area when I was like growing up, and from what I knew, most of the people who lived here would go to other neighborhoods around here to do trick-or-treating stuff, and like I don't know if that's still the case, like, you know, because it's one of those things where I don't think there are that many like trick-or-treating aged kids in this neighborhood, so it's like I don't know if many of them would even like. It's one of those things where I don't know if there's enough kids here for people to put out candy for there to be kids walking around here, or if they're gonna go somewhere else or what. I'm not sure. So it's like I don't know. Do I like get a bowl and just put it outside, or what do I do? Don't care how old you are. You're trick-or-treating. Well, my perspective is I'm gonna be streaming. Do I put something out there or nah? What do I do, right? No clue what to do. Got a free Chromebook from school because you never returned. They didn't charge you for it, nor did they ask it back. And now you have a Chromebook. Do you keep it or return it? I imagine you should return it. That's just me though. Factory reset it so nothing's blocked. I would be shocked if factory resetting is available on that. I would be quite shocked if factory resetting is possible on that Chromebook without some IT passwords. Could do it after stream because people do it later at night. Where you are. Also, remember, my stream happens earlier for you than it does for me. I stream until 10 p.m. One kid's just gonna steal a bowl. See, that's always my thought, right? Granted, when I was a kid and I would trick or treat, usually the bowls survived. But at the same time, again, most of the people I knew from where I am now just went to where I lived before to do trick or treating. Like, I don't know if I don't even know if people like do it here because I think most of the people who live here I think are older. Either in the sense that they are old enough that they have kids who have kids, or they are just older in that their kids are like college age or like high school or higher. Like, I think that's, I know a few kids who are little, but like, it's like 4 or 5 kids in the entire neighborhood, right? So like, I don't know. I probably should just like ask my landlords who live down the street and be like, hey, what's usually the deal with that? Normally the bowl would survive, yeah. Welcome back, Justin. Welcome, welcome. How's your night been going? It's possible it's not that hard to do. That's it then. I don't know. I don't know about that though still. Think you're putting stuff out because, you know, the kids that live around you. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's like, do I just put it out? Like, do I just get something and put it out just to be safe and be like, hey, if anyone does show up? The thing is, usually what, like the like technically the proper etiquette is like if if the porch light's on, trick-or-treating is an option. If it's off, it's not. My porch light doesn't work. So is that my like, sorry guys, it doesn't work. Chromebooks from another school? What? Just took it from the school and left? I don't know. A lot of that whole stuff, like the Chromebooks for every student and stuff's like was after me. Like that being normal was like well after me. Like when I was in school, we had laptop carts. Like we had laptops, but it was like enough for like 2 or 3 classrooms in the entire school to be using them at any given time. Be the old person and get the old school candy. We did summer school, weren't there on the last day, so you couldn't return it. Ah, I'm surprised they didn't ask for it back then. That's weird. I feel like that would be something they want back. I feel like they would be pretty intent on getting that back. Be the proper place to stop at because they have all the good candy. I'm just gonna fill a bowl with candy corn. Not like fun-sized packs of candy corn. I'm just gonna fill it with individual pieces of candy corn. Let it all get super sticky and gross. Actually, I won't, because that'd be a recipe for disaster. That would end up on a car. Specifically one of mine, and those are the ones I care about. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, like, as not in the spirit of Halloween as it is, it's like the main thing I'd be wanting to avoid is the potential for, there's no candy, let's do something, and the something be a thing done to one of my cars. I'd be like, no, let's not. No kid would grab candy corn. What do people have against candy corn? It's the best Halloween candy. Like, legit. Why do people not like it? It's so good. It would be horrible in the way that I intended to display it, but usually, when properly packaged, candy corn is legit. It's the best. You're suffering. Oh no, what's going on, Justin? What's happening, man? Like candy corn, but knowing kids these days? What does that mean? What is that? Like, what? You like candy corn? Good. You have good taste in Halloween candy. 2 kids bugging you? What are they bugging you for? Yeah, no, candy corn, hands down, best Halloween candy. Playing football in the house. Yeah, I feel like it's a bad idea on their part. Not gonna lie. More so a fan of Reese's and Hershey bars. Reese's are good. I'm not a super big fan of pure chocolate. It's just not ever really been my thing. Reese's are good. I like peanut butter. But yeah, generally more like just other kinds of candies are my thing. Finally, back for good. Welcome back, Sudden. What are you appalled by? Vanillix? Friend ditched you again? Oh no! I'm so sorry, man. Most people you know don't like candy corn. Well, you hang out with the wrong people, man. Best Halloween candy would be a Twizzlers. They're perfect for mobile consumption. I don't know. I never really ate my candy while trick-or-treating. I usually made sure I didn't eat it so I could, like, have the biggest pile of stuff when I got home. Are you watching a year-old comic dub? dub series because you're that bored. Hopefully you have an exciting weekend though, Goldie. Twizzlers are better when they're the ones with filling. I'm just not a fan of Twizzlers. Red Vine's better than Twizzlers. It's cringe. When you're the one watching the cringe. Cat. Oh, cat. Cat. Look. Hey. There we go. Aw, she kept looking away. Super cringe. Do some COD Zombies Easter eggs. Playing alone on Halloween too. Well, you better be tuning into the stream, man. Rewatching Initial D. It was lit. Dude, Initial D is so good. I watched all of Initial D, like, straight up all of it. All the movies, all the, like, little side special episodes. I watched... Ow, cat, what the heck? I watched, like, all of it in, like, a week. Went to an anime convention, went to a car culture panel, talked a lot about Initial D, and I went, I'm going to watch that. And found it and watched all of it in, like, a week. Did that in about a month. That's a healthier time span for the 6 seasons and, like, 4 or 5 movies. Yeah. Since, like, the seasons... I think, like, only season 6 really was, like, a 12-episode season. Everything else was, like, 24. So, yeah, that was a lot of stuff to watch, but it's good. They're gone. Hooray! Time to celebrate. Play some football of your own. Favorite anime? It's been a while since I've watched stuff. It's been a while since I've actually watched stuff, man. The answers I can remember, because the last time I actually thought about this was like back in like my freshman year of college, was depending on what genre you were talking about or like kind of mood you were going for, it would have either been Idolmaster or You Were Lying April. But that was back in like 2015, 2016-ish. So yeah, trying to think if that's changed. Because I feel like there's been some really solid shows that I've watched since then. Is that Evangelion? Evangelion was good. It's so confusing, especially like just the amount of it that got really weird at the end. Yours is One Piece. Well, you got a lot of content then. Technically a trick or treat is tomorrow night. Oh yeah. 31st will always be Spoopy Day, and you're gonna buy Resident Evil 7 Biohazard Deluxe Edition on Xbox will sell for $20. That's not bad. Or Goblin Slayer. I watched Goblin Slayer. Goblin Slayer was pretty good. I like that. I started watching the anime, but I didn't get... Or I started reading the manga, but I don't think I got very far in it before, like, the manga, the way I was reading it stopped working. A little confused about what? Bakugo? Yeah, no, I'm trying to think if like my answers have changed at all. Cause like the thing is like I don't, despite those two being the ones I say are my favorite, I don't usually recommend them that much. Like Your Lie in April I'll recommend to some people, but like I don't really recommend Idolmaster to most people. Cause that was one I just watched a long time ago. But yeah, I'm trying to think of like anything, because I haven't watched a lot recently either. That's part of it. Since there's 6 people watching, there are only 4 likes. I've got 22 likes listed, according to stuff. I think likes really only update if you refresh the stream. Ava isn't something I recommend to people very often. Yeah, I feel like you can't start with Evangelion. Like, you have to know that the person would be into that kind of thing. Just given everything about it, given the Rebuild series and everything. I don't know, it's weird. I feel like, honestly, I need to just give Evangelion a good full rewatch at some point. Having seen it once and knowing to pay attention. I kind of started doing that with a friend. Because he started watching it, like, on his own volition, and then was just, like, watching it in a couple of the rest of us were on Discord. He's like, I'll stream it. So we were all sitting in Discord watching it, and we were all kind of really excited for him to get to that inflection point where TV Tokyo said, no, you can't do that. We were waiting for it to get there, and because we knew he wasn't going to like it, and I just wanted to see his reaction, because I knew he would be upset that they did the thing they did with that rewrite of a lot of it, but we didn't get that far because he absolutely hated Asuka. He hated Asuka so much he just stopped right there. He did not continue. It's nighttime for you. It's like 9 o'clock for me right now. It's starting to get to be night. What cartoon do you think would be good in anime kind of art? I mean, anime basically is just Japanese cartoon, so friend has bad taste. You're sorry. He doesn't like tsunderes. He's very consistent about that. No, he just literally not even a full episode in, he was already nah. He's already nah, this is all. He knew nothing about the show. It's not even he went into being contrarian or anything. He just very much was I don't like this. It's 9:13 for you. Same, Justin, same. Anime and cartoons have different art styles. I mean, a lot of cartoons just have very different art styles, and a lot of anime has different art styles. It's just the influence of it. I mean, you look at something like Avatar, right? You look at something like Avatar, you look at something like Ruby, and both of those have controversy around, are they just anime or not? And it's whatever. But but yeah, either way, it's that's kind of the point. The art styles kind of blur, I don't know. I feel largely speaking, when it comes to animated shows and stuff, they're written, their writing and their story and their art are all mixed together in a way that you couldn't change one without drastically changing the rest of it. So I feel the only shows I would say are cartoons that could be drawn in anime style and look okay are the ones that are already close. Look at Avatar, look at Ruby, look at stuff like that, Because I mean, anime is just Japanese animation. It literally is their word, animation, just shortened because they shorten everything. That's just what it is. But yeah, it's just a matter of the art style. It's gonna be weird. You could look at PSG. If you know what that is, you can look at PSG and be yeah, that was very Western inspired anime. It looks very much like a Western cartoon, but it was made by Gainax, so it's an anime studio that made it, Very angry at the fact that Drifloon has a mouth. A mouth that sticks through the little tape. It should be hidden by the tape, right? It's writing style as well. Absolutely, yeah. That's the thing, right? All of it revolves around the same kind of thing, and that's where it's you couldn't just take a show off Cartoon Network. You couldn't take Adventure Time and suddenly swing it into being a traditional anime style art style and have it work. It just wouldn't. You couldn't do that with most things. Maybe no mouth at all. I feel its mouth being underneath the tape would make sense, because in that case, the tape is patching the hole in the balloon so it doesn't deflate. I feel that's kind of what the design initially was intended to be, and then they made it shout in the 3D games, and then suddenly it just had a mouth that went through the tape. I feel that's what happened. Western cartoons tend to not be serialized like anime are. That's changing. That's changing a lot. I think also, I think a lot of that honestly comes down to a lot of that just kind of comes down to the fact that a lot of times cartoons, Western cartoons, are greenlit for several seasons, and it's you better just make it episodic if you want it to last that long. Like, if you make something serialized and you're already greenlit for 4 or 5 seasons of a show, you're just kind of screwed, right? Like, especially with cartoons. You know, there's a reason that Simpsons and Family Guy and SpongeBob and all these things are just like episodic shows with maybe an episode here and there that like has any kind of serialization to it. Because that basically puts like a time limit on your show. Eventually you're going to run out of story, you're going to jump a shark, and it's just going to be over in a way that doesn't necessarily happen with episodic. When Drifloon opens its mouth, it looks like it deflates slightly. That'd be a nice little touch if that's true. Let's see. It kind of does, yeah. Like, it builds up, it like sucks in some air and inflates itself and deflates itself back down a little bit. Right? Is that what everyone else sees, or am I just being crazy? Oh, the cat woke up some more. It does, yeah. Like, it pulls in some air as we're zooming in, and then, like, it lets it out. Yeah, it's a nice little detail. They got some things right with the details in this game. You know, it'd be really neat, though, if the Drifloon was yellow. That'd be fantastic. Because we're very far over odds now. We've just been super unlucky. Shoe shower? What's a shoe shower? It's like specifically filling your shoes up with water. I can't imagine that's productive in any kind of way. To be completely real, it's just gonna make the shoes soggy. Which, if anything, is like grosser than they were before. It's like the opposite from the point of a shower. Oh, short shower. Okay. Quite different from a shoe shower, which either consists of filling a shoe with water to clean it or filling a shoe with water to pour it on yourself, which I would be concerned. I feel like we're seeing more brilliant Drifloon today. I think we've seen a lot more brilliant auras today than we did yesterday. Which I guess technically is making our odds better, right? Like, not fantastically or anything, but I guess our odds technically are getting a little bit better when that happens. Is this Monster Cat's Rocket League playlist still? Nah, it's a different one of their playlists. It's just like one of their chill song playlists. Yeah, no, I don't think any of this music would be in Rocket League. To be completely real, it does not fit the vibe of Rocket League whatsoever. The exact opposite of what you want in a super hype esports game. Are we getting music, or did it just cut off? Oh, okay. Resident Evil 7, Spoopy Movies, just Spoopy Ian stream, best night ever. There you go. Would Mimikyu count as a different Pokemon because it's just a Pokemon dressed as a different Pokemon? And if An existing Pokemon wouldn't just be called the Pokemon it is. What? What? I'm lost here, Reed. You're gonna have to elaborate on your line of thinking here. You lost me. One chip challenge time? If only I had a chip. But I have no chips, sadly. Say Mimikyu is Jigglypuff, would it be considered Mimikyu if we knew that? Like, is Mimikyu only whatever is under the Pikachu plush, or like would other things be Mimikyu? I think it would still be Mimikyu. It's just very, very much so named to be a Pikachu. I think Mimikyu, like, it just mimics stuff. That's kind of my assumption here. Someone knocks on your bedroom window again this year, gonna be pissed. What? Like, people just go to your window and not your door? That's some persistence for Candy right there. Like, they knock on the door and they're like, there's no one here. But their light's on in their bedroom. I'm gonna go knock on that window. Last year light wasn't on, but your bedroom light was. I feel like that's the exact sign of, hey, there's nothing here. Mimikyu dresses as Pikachu because it hates how popular it is and wants to be that popular. Very true. I mean, Jigglypuff's pretty popular. I can see a Mimikyu going for that. That's like the lore for Mimikyu. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's the same Pokemon underneath, right? Sunset for Halloween, spooky movies, Ian stream. What more you ask for? Sounds like you're gonna have a good day on Halloween, man. Or today. That's good, man. Glad to hear it. Also, thank you to everyone for all the likes on this stream. I really do appreciate it. We're super close to 25. It'd be awesome if we could hit that. It's Halloween night talking about? Still download Resident Evil 7. Got you. Yeah, I'll be a good night, man. Sounds like you'll have a good time, which is good. Double checking something. Okay, cool. I had a notification that I felt like I needed to check on because there's a little bit of time stuff for those people who are using that messaging app. Pokemon Art of the Costume has to be something else and have the ability to make people or Pokemon die themselves. What? Well, I mean, yeah, like that's like Mimikyu is the thing underneath the costume. My cat's just sitting here, getting chin scratches. I'm loving it. What has to be a Pokemon that has always existed? Like, you mean like it has to be another Pokemon that we already knew about? Nah. It's just a Pokemon that was in Alola that... Like a ghost Pokemon that was in Alola that wanted to look like Pikachu because of its popularity. No different than any other kind of Pokemon that we saw, right? Like the I gets added in a region. Yeah. Yeah, I mean like that's just that just is what Mimikyu is a ghost type Pokemon that decided its way of being in society was dressing as Pikachu. Brilliant Drifloon? No. Dang, I keep getting my hopes way up with the brilliance, despite it not mattering that much. Didn't mean to do that. Alright. So I'll check this playlist, because I think the playlist ended. Yeah, that was the playlist. That was the whole playlist. Dang. Let's just throw in some of our music. There we go. There we go. Is that glide you hear? No, not at all. I don't know what you're talking about. There's no way this could be glide. Getting your groove on there, sudden? Heck yeah. Adele's sitting in my lap, and the way she's sitting, I think she might have found a new spot on her leg to chew on. Which is not a good thing. It's not a good sign. She shouldn't be doing that. Yo, Shining Umbreon, what's going on, man? Welcome, welcome. How you doing today, dude? How's your stream? I saw you were streaming earlier. What were you hunting for? I saw you were streaming. I don't remember seeing what it was. I think I just saw like your live icon in my sub box. But yeah, welcome, man. Hope you've been having a good day. That was good. I found the Zoroark from the wild area dens. Yo, congrats, dude. That's awesome. Yeah, we have not had luck today. I don't know, these wild area KO hunts, man. They just have not been going in my favor. Duskull took over 2,000, and now Drifloon's already up over odds. I really want to find it today, though, because I was planning on starting Pumpkaboo on Halloween. Hosted for a bunch of people too. It's the most poppin' stream ever. Dude, that's awesome. Congrats, man. Sounds like it's hosting those raids actually sounds like a good idea. But yeah, no, congrats, dude. That's awesome. Sounds like it was a good time. Took 17 checks for the 2% 5-star Zoroark. Oh, dang. Only taking 17 for that. That's nice. Only going to do hosting for the special weekend events like the current one for Zoroark. That makes sense. That makes sense. Otherwise, I feel like, yeah, he could get a little overwhelming trying to do a bunch of them and stuff. I haven't actually done a lot of just like the normal raid dens. I haven't done any of the events actually. Thoughts on Pokemon Go? Good game or eh? I enjoy it. I haven't played it in a while just because it's hard to play around here. There aren't a lot of stops unless I like specifically drive somewhere to go and like collect stops. So like community days and stuff aren't bad because like it's not terribly far, but it's not like it was when I was in college when I could literally just like regularly see stops every day, you know? Like any day I was on campus, I knew I was going to walk past at least like 50 unique stops several times. But like now I don't even think on a fully zoomed out map that there's going to be any Pokestops near me. Do you know about the time skipping method for the event dens? Is it the same kind of time skipping stuff you would do for the dens to get like a Ditto and stuff? Because I remember doing that back when Sword and Shield first came out, but I just haven't done the dens really, so I haven't like kept up on that. But is it the same kind of thing where like you check the den to see if it's like the rare den, and then you just like if it's not the right den, you just set your time forward a little bit? I accidentally woke my cat up from a nap in my lap. Exactly, Tookie's from June 30th. Today to June 30th to find it. Dang. So that's a little bit off, I would say. Just a little bit, though. Shine Drifloon in the next 15 encounters, I would love that. Getting it before 1600, I would be very happy. Wonder if Puffin any look tonight? It didn't sound like it. Yeah, it sounded like the Sandy gas did not shine for him. So hopefully next time he streams, if he streams again soon, he'll be able to get it. Because Sandy gas is a good shiny. How is June 30th? We still good? No major changes in the world? Yeah, right. Yeah, you know some information about the future now, don't you, Shining Umbreon? You gotta keep us in the loop. How does BDSP and Legends end up being? I need to shift around in my chair, but I have a cat in my lap. It's making things a little bit more difficult. Future looks bright. Hey, that's good. That's good. That's good news. Umbreon gets a Hisuian form and Mega form, of course. Obviously. It is the superior evolution, so yeah, wouldn't expect anything less. That'd be interesting if Eevee got a regional form at some point. That would make for a lot of regional evolutions. Unless like a regional Eevee has like a whole different set. What do you mean by bright? I guess that could be good or bad. I would assume it's good. Be optimistic about things. Hear about the improvements to streaming on YouTube? I have not. I am excited about that, though. Whatever it is. What are they? I'm assuming you've heard about them if you're asking about it. What have you heard about? Hopefully it's some stuff that catches up with Twitch a little bit, because, I don't know, there were some things I would love to have on YouTube for streaming that are on Twitch, but it's just like, I don't want to move. I'm lazy. I'm lazy and my audience is here. Gifted subs coming? Yes! Dude, gifted subs is like one of the biggest things missing from YouTube. More mod tools, more discoverability for streamers. That's good too. That's good too. I think like I would say between Twitch and YouTube, YouTube's better for smaller streamers as it is, but it's still not great. You know, because like YouTube does have the algorithm, so you can like be found a little bit more easily than like on Twitch. If you go into like a big gaming category and have no viewers because you haven't streamed before, it's really hard because Twitch's algorithm is sort by most viewers. So like YouTube's a little bit better in that sense, in that there is just the random chance that you get put in front of eyes, which is nice, but the algorithm as a whole is always a fickle and frustrating beast. But that's good. And having like gifted memberships is very nice. Very, very nice. Some more mod tools would be good. I wish there was a little bit more just transparency on YouTube, removing comments automatically already. Like that's one of my biggest complaints about YouTube chat is when people are like, oh, did you see my message? And I'm like, nope, because it just like gets shadow removed, right? Like when the viewer sees their message as though it went through, but YouTube doesn't even like let the viewer see. Clips to shorts convergence. Ooh, that's nice. That's very nice. That would make it so much easier. Make some stuff so much easier. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I think like YouTube is the one like platform that can compete with Twitch, but they just haven't. Like the actual streaming features have been a little bit lacking. If they do gifted like memberships, that's a big thing, and I think that's a very big thing for some people moving over from Twitch to YouTube. I think honestly, I feel like that's almost the thing where like YouTube's tried to pull some streamers in, and those streamers have been like, unless you have gifted like an equivalent to gift subs on Twitch, like it just doesn't work. Yeah, so that's nice. That's honestly, gifted subs is one of the biggest things, and aside from that, I want like some better chat features. Wish YouTube let people use other channels and modes for memberships. That would be nice. That'd be really nice. Like you've paid for it. Like that gives more incentive for people to get memberships on channels, right? Like if you can use the emote elsewhere and it be a unique emote basically, because like maybe not everyone else is subbed to a channel or like a member of a channel and stuff, that'd be nice. Excited for it. Coming sometime in 2022. YouTube needs to get into the game and compete with Twitch. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean like there's just a lot of streamers I know of on YouTube who would be fine with moving if YouTube just had some more of those Twitch features. A couple things I would still like is like obviously the emotes thing. The emotes thing I think is really big. They need to. Part of the problem with getting people to convert from Twitch to YouTube is just the chat culture. YouTube has a chat, but it's just comments alongside the feed, right? Like there's not a whole lot extra to them. Whereas like Twitch, there's so much built around it. Predictions, channel points, bits, all this. I mean, bits is kind of handled with super chats, but like there's so many things built into like the Twitch chat that makes it more interactive, and it's just YouTube's playing catch up, and they gotta catch up faster. Who do you think will survive longer, Twitch or YouTube? I think both will survive. Realistically, even though YouTube like live streaming and YouTube gaming as a technicality that's not as part of YouTube competes with Twitch, YouTube stands on its own because it is a video platform first and foremost still, and Twitch is a streaming platform first and foremost. So their core business models don't directly compete, as well as generally in any market, including like the live streaming market, there is room for two big competitors and a third smaller but still viable competitor, which in our case I think is Facebook gaming. But there's room in the space for two. I don't think there's ever really... I usually don't agree with the kind of like mentality of like there is one, if another one comes into the space, it is the whatever the original killer is, right? Like there's room for more than one, and it's good for there to be more than one because it puts competition. If YouTube catches up with Twitch, Twitch starts innovating more. If YouTube passes Twitch and Twitch starts catching up, YouTube will keep innovating more. Like it should be a game. It should be like a game of leapfrog. And eventually you hit a point where like you try to draw creators, and it just starts getting better for creators because there keep being more incentives to be on a platform or another. Gotta go. All right, see you later, Shining Umbreon. Thanks for tuning into the stream, man. It was good to see you. Good luck on the stream. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Hey, if you're still here, and if you can, try to tune into the stream on Sunday for at least a little bit. It's a Halloween stream. I'm going to be in an Ash Ketchum costume, and my cat's going to be in a Pikachu costume. It's going to be great. Metagaming with Facebook changing its name. It'll still be Facebook gaming, I imagine. Meta changed its name Facebook changed its name to Meta in the same way Google changed its name to Alphabet. It's just the company that owns Facebook, like owns the Facebook website and all the Facebook information, and owns Instagram and owns WhatsApp and owns Oculus, is now Meta. But Facebook is Facebook still. So I think anything that was already named Facebook something is going to remain Facebook something. Color changing lights are messed up because of AT&T's modems suck. Dude, I just pulled Xfinity's modem out of my whole network and bought my own. I still need to return the modem, but I'm just gonna go into like the Comcast store and be like, hey, I don't need these, like all the equipment I have from them. Please remove the like rental fee from my bill, because like I bought a modem for less than a year's worth of rental fees, and it works so much better for my network. Because like the AT&T and like Xfinity stuff now is just like the gateways that are like a modem and router built into each other, like built together, and it's like, I don't want that because I have my own router that's better and not Comcast. I don't want Comcast hardware in my house. I dislike that, but I had it for a while for various reasons. And yeah, I finally replaced that because it was getting annoying with some stuff I was trying to do as far as just like internet things. Because I basically had a router inside another router's network, and it got really confused. Changing everything in it too. They're still leaving Facebook. They built that branding up too much. I don't think they're going to change the name of the site Facebook, and so the stuff that happens inside the site Facebook is still Facebook. Basically what they're doing is the same thing Google did, where they are trying to distance the Facebook brand from other products. They would like for Instagram and WhatsApp to not be Facebook products, but Meta products. With all the controversies that somehow are shocking to people that came out about Facebook recently, as well as just the general younger generation not using Facebook and thinking Facebook is for old people, makes it so that they don't want, like, they want to distance that from their other apps that they still want, like, the younger generations to sign up for and use. When they don't like Facebook, and they definitely don't like Facebook, and they definitely don't trust Facebook. They're trying to distance that name, but Facebook, unless they move Facebook gaming outside of Facebook.com, it's not changing. Broadband light is red, but things still connect and work except for the lights. That's so strange. I wonder what the lights are trying to do that like is getting blocked by the modem. Like, Google came out of nowhere and took over. Like, nobody uses stuff like Bing, Internet Explorer. Like, Google didn't come out of nowhere. It was a big search engine for a long time before it did anything like Chrome. And it started out as a tiny, lightweight search engine. The whole thing with Google originally was that it was just a search engine. That was the beauty of it. It wasn't your homepage. It wasn't all this other stuff. Like, when it was competing with stuff like Yahoo, where Yahoo had a homepage that had to load, like, it took a lot of time, and then Google came out and was just like, boom, search engine. Like, you show up, it says Google, it has a search bar, you hit search, it says Google, it has your search results. That's it. Like, that was the beauty of it. And that's why, like, when you Google stuff now, it still says X number of results found in Y seconds, right? And it's like millions found in fractions, and it's an insane number. But it is because that is what Google works so hard on doing, is making searches fast. And then people started using Google, so Google had more leeway to start doing stuff like Chrome and Android and all this other stuff. Lightweight search engine, and then there's Chrome that eats RAM for lunch. That's not their search engine, that's their browser. Also, I generally, as much as I agree and love memeing on it, I do have to admit Chrome being like a RAM hog is fine. I bought RAM, so software should use it if it can. So Chrome keeping all my tabs open is fine. Also, I never have issues with Chrome really eating RAM, because I only have like 4 or 5 tabs open max usually. But yeah, I know like Google changed its name a long time ago because it kept launching things named Google whatever, because they were like Google experimental things, and if the experimental thing failed, Google's stock went down. Of like, no. Like, these are not related to our core business. Google didn't just fail with massive investment money or something. Like, so that's why they split up into Alphabet, to just kind of separate the idea of Google products from Alphabet and like from other like experimental stuff. But yeah, no. It kind of is the funny thing where it's like Google's the lightweight search engine, and now like, you know, like its whole point was we're just going to show you results as fast as possible, like sites to go to as fast as possible. And now it's like so many tools are built directly into it. Usually keep for it the most. Just like how Opera GX looks more. That's fair. Yeah, I mean, Chrome's just what I'm used to. I'll use Firefox for certain things that just like it works better in Firefox, or I want it detached from Chrome, and just from Google in general. But yeah, I mean, all of my Google stuff's already logged in on Chrome, so I'm just gonna keep using it on Chrome, you know. Kind of hyped to actually fully play through Resident Evil 7. Yeah, hope you have fun with it, man. It sounds like it'll be a good time, dude. Yeah, I mean, usually I have, like, YouTube open, and then I might have, like, another tab open in another window that I'm looking at stuff, and, like, I close things down pretty regularly, and, like, I know, like, part of why Chrome can be a RAM hog is just, like, they keep your tabs, they keep a lot of the, like, stuff required to run previously open tabs, like, saved in RAM, just so, like, it doesn't have to reload it later. Like, if you load the site back, it's like, I already got this stuff, you're good, you're good. You know, you open up, like, a music player, and it's like, alright, I already got all these plugins loaded for that. Hopefully Sudden doesn't poop pants. Yeah, that'd be unfortunate, man. You can just say that you didn't. You don't have to tell us. We're approaching the 2K mark. Indeed we are. Indeed we are. I don't think we're not going to go to 2K. We're just going to go to 10 p.m. So we got like 5 minutes left. So that'd be wonderful if we could find the shiny, but I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, unfortunately, I have to get to bed early tonight because I got to wake up early. So no late streams because I still got stuff I got to do after stream. Because yeah, I got to get everything ready for the stream on Sunday just because I will be out like all day tomorrow. Basically, I'm going to wake up early tomorrow, immediately leave the house, and then I'm going to get back late and go to bed. Is pretty much my plan for tomorrow, unless like something completely unexpected happens. Also, guys, this is a good way to. This is a good. I'm glad this song came into chat before the end. I don't know why words were eluding me there for a minute. Crab dance. It's crab rave time. Crab emotes in chat. Spam the chat with crab emotes. It's time. There we go. There are the crab emotes. Let's start looking at things. A pufferfish. That's not a crab. It's an imposter. They're not welcome in the rave. Alright, we're going to do a couple more encounters here, guys, and then we'll wrap it up for the day. Did we just get Duskull? Okay, we got Drifloon. Cool. Alright, we're going to go for 3 more encounters. We'll wrap up on 16:45. So yeah, these 3 right here. Let's see if we can get lucky. Let's see if we can get lucky. Let's see if we can find this shiny. My cat left. I don't think Adele believes in us, guys. Let's prove it wrong. But then we'll be doing a raid, so definitely stick around, show some hype. show some raid hype in chat. Let's get it going for our raid here. All right, final encounter. Let's see. Nope. Rip. Rip. Oh well. Oh well. Well, we're gonna start with a Pumpkaboo hunt on Sunday again. Be here to see me in an Ash Ketchum costume as well as my cat in a Pikachu costume. But yeah, we'll start with Pumpkaboo. If we find Pumpkaboo, we'll come back and do Drifloon for the rest of the stream. We'll see though. But all right, guys, thank you so much for being here for the stream. Thank you for the like, everyone subscribe. Big thank you to Puffin for the raid. I really do appreciate that. And yeah, guys, so I'll post the link for the raid here. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys on Sunday. And until next time, y'all, take care.